Clara, welcome to that Eurovision site. Can you introduce yourself for those in our audience who might be hearing about you for the first time?
Yes, my name is Clara Klingenström, and I'm a singer-songwriter from Sweden. And I was in Melodifestivalen the first time 2021, and now I'm going to Melodifestivalen again.
And I've seen you describe your song this year, Aldrig Mer, as a sort of follow-up to your song from last time, Hoven for the Dog. What inspired you to write the song in that way?
Because I was in that place when I wrote it. I needed to write a song to myself, like in the same way I wrote my last song. I was in Melodifestivalen and I am like talking to myself, trying to convince myself with like singing. This song is like I need to sing it to myself to feel that way. It's hard to explain, and I'm not so good in English. I'm sorry.
And the people you wrote it with were the same people who you wrote your last song with. Do you think it was important to have them having experienced the last song to know what you want to put down on the page for this song?
I don't know. We come from different backgrounds. Like Bobby is doing a lot of Schlager music, and David is doing a lot of pop music, and I'm coming from like indie rock music. So it's a good mix of us three making music together, and it works good for us to work together. And so we make the music together, and then I take the song with me home and I write the lyrics, and yeah, that's how we work.
How good is it to be able to work with the two of them?
Yeah, I'm thankful for them, really, because yeah, we it works out good for us. Feels good to work with them.
And because of the rules of Melodifestivalen, and we're yet to hear your song, without giving too much details away, can you describe maybe the general vibe of it?
It's a more up-tempo song, and it's hard to explain. I want to give people like energy when I sing the song, and yeah, on stage it's gonna be a bit retro, I would say.
Is it going to be another case of just you and the guitar on stage, or is it something a bit more?
Yeah, it's gonna be me with my guitar, but it's also gonna be more than the last time when I was just with the guitar.
And obviously, you're returning this year. What made you decide to come back to Melodifestivalen?
So last time I was in Melodifestivalen, it was COVID, so it was no audience when I was in, yeah, that year. And now I wanted to go back to do this with, yeah, it's a big audience when I sing the song. And yeah, I thought that would be really fun. I want to experience that. And also, I had the right song, so it felt good to send that one in.
And the last time you were in, you were relatively speaking a new artist, but since then you've had debut album, Clara's Dagbok, a few more years of releasing music, and like collaborations with like a Melfest legend in Oscar Zeta. Do you think you're coming back with a different perspective on the contest and a bit more ready than you were?
Yeah, it's this time I have more experience with like TV cameras and things like that. And but I think maybe I'm more nervous now because because I know what's all the things that are going to happen.
And looking back, how was it to compete for the first time for all this glitz and glamour to be like sprung on you?
Yeah, it changed my whole life after I was in Melodifestivalen. I was really, really nervous last time also, but in a different way. And it was weird to like, I became famous in Sweden overnight. It was a really weird thing. But I'm so thankful for everything that happened.
And you said you become famous overnight. Have you had people like specifically ask you, "Are you coming back? Because
Yeah,
we want to see you back." And how has it been to see people look at such a great show and say, "We want you in it"?
yeah, that's a good question. I'm really thankful for it. It makes me think about everything that happened, and yeah, I'm really thankful. And it's a bit, yeah, I have still not understand what happened. It's amazing.
And are you? I'm coming to you from a Eurovision perspective. Are you aware quite how popular your song from last time was with a lot of Eurovision fans?
Um, I have heard, yeah, in one way, it's weird because um when I have been going like away from Sweden, I was in Paris this spring, and there were some people that recognized me. That's super super weird because I'm writing music in Swedish, but it's uh yeah, that it's I having hard to like explain how I feel about that. That's amazing.
As you said, you write your songs in Swedish. You've written this song in Swedish, and from it, Sweden haven't sent a song in Swedish to the Eurovision Song Contest this century. I think the only country who has sent a song in Swedish this century is Finland. Why do you think it is that Sweden seem so reluctant to have the Melfest winner be Swedish?
I don't know. Um, I have no idea. It's a hard question, but I think it's time this year.
And especially for a Eurovision that would be on home soil, to
Yeah,
how big do you think it would be to have the Swedish language at a Swedish Eurovision?
it would be a dream. I want that. I really want that.
Is singing Swedish like the only way you've ever thought about doing things, or has there ever been a point where you think maybe branch out?
No, I'm writing songs in English as well. I'm not as good in English as I am in Swedish, but um, I want to release music in English as well.
And we touched on a bit earlier that last year's winner of Melodifestivalen, Loreen, went on to win Eurovision, have massive success like all over the world. Do you
Yeah.
think that's altered the dynamic of this year's contest at all? Maybe if it's more pressure to follow up on her, or maybe if pressure's off because who can follow up on that?
I'm not sure. I I'm not sure. She had a really special song, and she is really like special as an artist. It's hard to answer that before because I haven't like seen the songs. So yeah,
And is Melodifestivalen and Eurovision something you watched a lot like growing up?
yeah.
And
We've been like gathering friends and family, and we're sitting home and like make our own voice. What do you say when you vote?
uh,
Voting system.
rankings?
Yeah, yeah, ranking. Yeah, and yeah, we make it like a big party, and we've been doing that like for all my life.
Should you be lucky enough to win Melodifestivalen and you get to represent Sweden at the Eurovision Song Contest, is that always been a dream, or is it just a matter of chance that you're competing for it?
Um, I'm like when I go into a competition, I really want to win, and I'm like that in like if it's a game or whatever. But this time it's like more special because as we were talking about, it's Eurovision in Sweden, and I really want to win. I just really want to win.
I'd like to talk a bit about how big it is for the music industry in Sweden to have something like Melodifestivalen, because I was at the first heat in Malmö. The entire city went crazy for it.
Yeah.
Because that there were flags up in the town centre and everything. How great is it for the the entire country to just be so crazy about this amazing thing that not everywhere has?
Yeah, it's really good opportunity for all of us that is in Melodifestivalen, because like even if we don't win, it like last time I was in, I became famous overnight even though I didn't win, and I've been touring, I've been releasing album, and yeah, it's a really good opportunity for like me as an artist to be in Melodifestivalen in Sweden.
And if people enjoy your performance on the night, and also for people who enjoyed your last performance but haven't looked further into you as an artist, what would you say is one of your songs that you would recommend that say, if you like those two, you should listen to this?
Oh, you have really good questions. Wow, was a good question. That's a really hard question also. But I could just say I would say my favorite song of my songs is the first song I released, because that one is really special for me. Ensam i en stad, it calls. And also the song that I released after Behöver inte dig idag, Liv.
And whilst we've got you here, is there a message you'd like to get out or something you'd like to say to the people watching?
I really want to say thank you for the support if you have been listening to my music, and also like the meaning of, I'm really excited to show my song this year, and the meaning of the song is like, it's so many times that I've been feeling like a weirdo, and like that I don't fit in, and this song is like I don't care about that anymore. I like myself. I want to like myself, and yeah, I want to spread that message that like hopefully this song will like people will feel something and will feel good when they hear it.
So,
Yeah.
and as we're recording this, it's 8 days until the big performance. How are your preparations going for it?
It's I'm not finished with my clothes yet, so I'm nervous. I'm really nervous, but it's gonna be so fun. But hopefully I will have something to wear. Yeah.
So, and this isn't a question, but I just want to say, and it's up to the editors if this gets in, but thank you so much for like coming on and doing this, because genuinely, I really, really like you as an artist.
Thank you so much.
And I think Behoven Today Dag was in my Spotify Wrapped last year. So,
Oh, oh wow! It's so nice to meet you, and thank you for saying that to me. I
so
really
thank you so much for coming on, and best of luck next week.
thank you.